In this tutor tip, we're going to look at the different ways to select files on a Mac. Let's go to my Mac. Now, first thing we're going to do is open up a new window. I'm going to go over to my Tutor for iMovie project. I have a number of files in here. Now, we know that when we want to select a file, all we have to do is just click on it one time. Let's say I wanted to select this 110 terms. I click on it one time. It is now selected. I can go and drag it. I can go and move it. I can copy it. I can go and delete it. But let's say I wanted to select multiple files. I also want to select my timeline file. Well, when I click on it one time, it deselects my terms. So how do I select both of them? We hold down the Command key. I'm going to hold down the Command key, and now when I go back up to terms here, when I click on it one time, watch what happens. I still have my timeline file selected. Let's go and select another one, still holding down the Command key. Let's go with Import. Click on it one time. That file is now selected. I want to deselect one of these. All I have to do is just click on it again. I'm going to click on Timeline. That one file is deselected, all while holding down the Command key. So if we want to select multiple files, all we have to do is hold down the Command key. Now let's say I wanted to select all of the files in between these two. So I want to select Terms and Import as well as the 4 files in between. Well, then what I do is I go back up to Terms here, select it, and I hold down the Shift key, and then I select my import. While I'm holding down the Shift key, watch what happens. It selected every file in between those 2 files that I clicked on. Now what I can do is I can go to the Command key and deselect any one of these. Let's go ahead and deselect projects. That one file is no longer selected. So to select a file, we just click on it one time. To select multiple files, if they are not next to each other, we hold down the Command key. If we want to select a number of files that are next to each other, then what we do is we hold down the Shift key. When we select our first file and the last file, every file in between those 2 files are also going to be selected. From there, we can go back to our Command key and deselect any one of the files that are currently selected. So that's how we select multiple files on a Mac.